Well, hey guys, and welcome to another episode on our Barney family YouTube and Facebook. And for those of you who might have been following this, you'll recognise this. This is Emily's stable, which is part of the field, obviously, a grazing field for horses. And basically, we've been building this stable from scratch, you know. We've still got the electric fence to go on, the gate, and do another couple of jobs, but we are really beginning to get there now. So today I need to concrete in some posts, so that gate will stand really level, and that should be really good. But obviously the posts are strainers, you know, for the fence itself. So we need to get them in really solid before we hit the electric fence. But I'll give you a look around shortly, guys, so please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit notifications. Loads and loads of videos coming up as always this year. We've also got our Barney Family Fun YouTube for kids, the Shorty Shorts channel and the gaming channel. And of course on the Barney Family side, guys, the adult channel as it were, motorbike vlogs, Scottish castle tours, DIY, just about everything you can think of, hopefully, you know. So there's a little something for everyone. Yes, I really like to start this episode just explaining, just a couple of minutes, you know, that I'm actually recovering from a brain injury from about 4 years ago, from being on a breathing machine, and a temperature skyrocketed, and you know, there's all sorts of stuff going on. But ever since then, I've had a little bit of trouble putting things in order, you know, of how to do it and what to do it. And I think that's maybe why this has taken just a bit longer to do than it maybe would have done 4 years ago, you know. It's a bit of an example. If I had to drive out to the shops in the town, I had to go to 5 shops and get 5 different things. I'd have to write that down. I couldn't memorise that or get it in the right order in my head. I'd have to write it all down, you know. And I'm getting better, there's no question about it, you know. It's always improvements, every week, every month, every year, you know, just keep moving forward to get past this, you know. That has made this fall behind, you know, along with other things as well. It's not just that, you know. But yeah, you know, still at the moment we're really kind of still building and launching what we're doing, you know, and trying to get all these different things in place. And one of the biggest things has been Emily's horses, you know. David's doing airsoft. Don't know if you know about airsoft, you know, the BB guns and stuff like that. So he's really getting into that this year. You know, obviously horses will be quite a big part this year as well. But we do wild camping, we do fishing, we do mechanical stuff, we do electrical stuff, joinery work, you know, just about anything on this channel, you know. Especially like caravan holidays and pets and all those sorts of different things. And the idea, guys, is, you know, it's just to, you know, give anyone who's watching a bit of variety, you know, different things. Hopefully, I'm no expert, you know, but hopefully when you see these things, you might try it for yourself. You know, think, oh, if he can do it, I can do it, sort of thing, you know, and really go for it. But enough about that, guys, let's get moving. Yeah, so just a real quick look, guys. I know it looks like it's miles away, it's not. It's most certainly not, you know, it's amazing when you paint something how different it'll be. But I'm just not going to throw out all this wood just yet. Not throw out, cut up for the fire actually. I'm not going to do that just yet, just in case I need them. And there's the water trough, and this is sort of the gable end. And over here is what it's going to be sort of more like. I'm just putting this edges round, we're going to put plastic on it. And obviously that'll stop the horse's pee getting through and onto the good wood, you know. And I think we might just be laying cement down here. Might be. I think last time we were on this, I'm sure this is what we were doing. I was making up these. Because obviously, you know, the wire ones for electric fences are quite expensive. We've obviously got a lot of posts in this field. So I decided to make these up instead. That's treated wood. You know, once I bash down the top of that and burn it a little, there's no way water will get in. And that's what I need for the rest of the field. I'd say we are windy outside today, like, oh, there we go. Yeah, so of course I've got a friend that lives just over there, which is awesome, and he's been so helpful. Can't really get water to it way down at the gates where we're going, so I've filled up a big water bottle. And we've got some sharp sand, and we've got some cement, and a bucket, and I'm pretty sure we'll manage to do it just from that. And this was pretty unexpected, us getting this horse lorry, guys, look. 7.5 ton horse lorry, and of course we just parked it away for now. You know, I've got to finish this field first. If you can try and imagine that thing with caravan windows, it looks a bit like a motorhome. The cab painted, wheels silver, side rail silver. That'll look really good. Yeah, so a wee bit of a breeze today, and what's been happening is, you know, we've had snow on and off in Scotland for the past few weeks, you know, so it's been very, very difficult to sort of work out when the best times to work would be. So we threw this big tarpaulin over the roof. It's a lorry tarpaulin, and weighed it down just to keep the place nice and dry. But I think we're actually going to use that for the roof covering itself. Staple it down. Man, oh man. And there's the stable doors of it, so I can get to work on them once that's done. Now this obviously isn't finished yet, guys, but that is the old caravan chassis. And of course we ripped the caravan apart. We kept all the wiring, kept the windows, all that sorts of stuff. Obviously we can use that in the horse lorry now. But I tried to build this thing as a hay bale carrier. Obviously it's got a galvanised chassis, which is awesome, and I think the axles are kind of okay. I think we'll rub them down and paint them anyway with underseal, and obviously tidy up round about. But I think we're just going to leave it as a flat open bed, and I reckon maybe two bales maybe plus straw. That'll be pretty good. And what's going to happen then is, guys, we're going to have a hay store down in the back here, and what we'll do is reverse the trailer down. And that means we never have to sort of lift on and off bales, you know, they're right there for us, so that should be awesome. Yeah, it's a pain today, guys. It's really, really windy for filming, but I think this video will probably be over a few days anyway. As you'll see in the back of the Land Rover, look, I've just had to throw everything in, really. Yeah, so cement work's fairly straightforward, really, guys, you know. It's just a bit of a recipe, you know, the cement, sharp sand. I think we'll do a 3-to-1 mix, I'm not quite sure. And we'll cement in these posts down here, because look, we've got the new gate, galvanised gate, look, given to us again by a very, very good friend. Yeah, so hopefully you'll see, there's the gate there, we've dug down nice and deep, look, and I've put some stones in there already, and when I pour the concrete in, it'll just go in and through, and that'll be absolutely awesome. But I really want to build this right up. This post has to be solid, and so does the other one. This is not only taking the weight of the gate, but it's where we put all the fence wire on as well, you know. But the wind has been an utter pain today, so I think we'll go 1 part this to 4 parts that, and that'll give us a really, really good mix for that. So obviously, guys, it's a jug or whatever it is you use. Pop it in there and just start gradually adding water and giving it a stir. Keep stirring and stirring and stirring. Let's see if we can get this in the sun for you. So there you go, hopefully you can kind of see the consistency. You know, it's not like hugely thick, almost like porridge or oats, as you guys may be in the States. That's really good for our first one. Obviously, guys, we'll just pour that in and get on to the next one. Here we are, guys. Yes, the sun's just starting to go down a bit now. But yeah, hopefully you see just how easy it is to mix concrete. Now, I don't want to fill that up too much more. That's almost like 2 feet worth in there. I want that to dry. But obviously I need to put in these strainer sort of posts as well, these supports, which will keep it in place for me. If that moves... No. Right, so there's not really much more I can do just there now. That's going to have to be left to harden overnight, and then I can put on the last layer, and then we can get this all built back up again. You'll see there's quite a dip there. I need to fill that back up and obviously concrete that post in.
David!
Oh, sorry, that was David.
Oh, there he is.
Here he is. There he goes, look. There he goes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ep50. Happy birthday to you. I'm sure you. Yeah, look, David's on it. He's getting all set. Here we go. Everybody gets a bit of cake. Cup of tea and a slice of cake. You're never too old to play in the sandpit, are you, girl? Say, I still love playing in the sandpits.
I'll still be playing when I'm 80.
Absolutely. Yeah, so hopefully you'll see Spike just down behind Emily, look.
Yeah.
We'll keep a good eye on him.
And I'm still playing in the sandpit.
And she's still playing in the sandpit. Yeah, so we've got to keep a good eye on him because you kind of forget he's there. And we don't want to go stepping on him, do we? Yeah, young Spike. Here he goes, look. He's a bearded dragon. Oh me, it's a windy night, but I'll tell you guys, it's really mild. It's really mild. Yeah, so I'm needing an upright, guys. So what I've done here is, I've screwed 3 together, look. And it's for an upright over there. And that just saves them, you know, so I don't waste these big ones that I really need to keep. Yeah, it's just sort of shrubbery out the back here, as you can see, guys, you know, so I'll need to get the big ladder out when it's light. Can't do that just now. But that upright is absolutely fine. See, because each one of these pieces of board are 1.2 wide, you see, 1.2, and I've got this last bit just to go in there. So that upright just helps me put that in. Whew! Tell you something, guys. Not as young as I used to be. And I'll tell you guys, the wind is really getting up, as you'll hear. Now this bit here, guys, what I'm going to do is get 9.5 inches and 9.5 inches, and that's for over there between the two doors, inside and out. All I've got is my jigsaw. Now jigsaw's not always the best thing to use in one of these, but I'll just have to for the minute. Right. And we'll jump over the trestle. There we go. We'll jump it again in just a minute. A wee bit too far there. Come on. And what we'll do is we'll lay this on the top. Oh, there's big screws in there for some reason. As always, guys, you know, I don't need to be millimetre perfect. It's not as if we're doing a kitchen in the house or something like that. You know, you can get away with quite a lot, really. As long as it's strong and well built, I'm happy. In a second. Yeah. There we go. And now I can use this one to get exactly the same size. Ish. Yeah. Strap break in here. Taking me. What a mess I'm in. Gotta get told off if Emily was here. Oh. Hope that's working. It is. Yeah, you know, it doesn't need to be millimetre perfect, but you know, I don't want a big draft for the horses, you know. I don't want that. I'm going to try and make them a really nice place, nice and sheltered, you know. They are outside animals, but oh yeah, it's going to go in there fine. Superb. So I'll leave that, and we'll just cut this one as well while we're at it. Right, so that is the new stuff going in, guys. Look, now this stuff's actually ready made, and all you actually have to do is pour water in, then pour the cement in, and apparently it dries in like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll tell you, oh, it's getting, that's getting really hard already. Wow, that's getting hard already. What I'm trying to do as well is just to save a bit of time, save a bit of pennies, is pop rocks in. Look. This is what Artie was saying, my pal, that you know what, they'll save quite a lot. Just piling in some stones, you know, make it really, really solid. Because it has to be, this has to be absolutely solid. It's the same with the other side here. I mean, it has to be solid as well. And again, Artie was saying, let's just put in some stones. And now, we'll get that in really tight. But I'll tell you something, guys, it's solid already. But you know, when you're a DIYer, it's best to double up, you know. A pro might say, oh, that's it, fine, just backfill it in, it'll be fine. But when you're kind of DIYing, it's always best just to double up, double check. You know, I don't want to be coming back to this job in 2 years' time, you know. Night time, and we are back inside after today. I was actually helping a mate get his car onto a transporter. It took a couple of hours, so I really just had to focus on that. Not sure if it's a good or a bad idea. This is around the edges, sort of like a finishing touch, and the hope is, you know, that the horses kind of, Girl-ones obviously pee backwards, so it needs some sort of a splash panel all the way around. This stuff I got from my mate, you see. And in the spirit of trying to do things, you know, recycled and all that sort of stuff, you know, I'm going to have a go and see what this does. But I'm obviously going to have to put on 2 layers, look, that 300 bit at the top. I quite like that protector right in there, it's pretty cool. So guys, what do you think? I'm not 100% sold on it right enough. I'm just wondering, you know, over time, with the horses peeing against that, you know, it'll discolour and look awful or whatever, you know. But if we do have problems, guys, we're just going to get black polythene and go all the way around it. And it'll be absolutely fine. We'll see how this gets on the way. Time will only tell. Yeah, so this particular stage is probably just a couple of minutes of video, guys, you know, but I'm running out of time again to get home for the kids. I think that's going to work. I'm not 100% sure. But I think once that's up and on, we'll see the first peas from the horses and we'll just see if it's going to hold up. And again, guys, we can just coat it with polythene, you know, like black plastic or something like that, if that becomes a problem. But I think, no, I think otherwise we're looking okay. I'll try and get that on tomorrow and do the wall behind my back and try and get all that done over there. And that'll be good, because I need to basically now empty this place out. So as you'll see, maybe, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but the sun's a bit higher over that side than it is at this side, you see. So I need to level all this out, so I need everything out of here so that I can get it all leveled up. But if I can really push, should have this done in the next wee while. Well, it is a lovely day, guys. Look at it. I mean, it's cold. Absolutely lovely, though. It's nice and fresh, you can. Sorry, that's my Scottish. You know, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, so guys, we really are on the home stretch for this now. And I was leaving this back wall just over here, just to give me a bit of light when I was inside, but I'm also almost finished. So basically I'm going to put this wall on today, which I won't film because it's not really all that interesting, but that will close up that side. Obviously got the door on as well, so things are just really coming together. It doesn't look like much just now, guys, I'll tell you, but once I trim these bits off and get the uprights going up, you know, to cover the gaps and just painted, it should look really good, especially when you get our top, you know, the sort of facing that goes around the top. It should look really good. Well, Jessica hasn't been started in a few days, so I'm just going to give her a turn over just now, but I've also got to get the mileage for the breakdown cover that we have for it, you know. And I'm meaning to do that. I've been meaning to actually wash the thing as well, so I'll just do my best. Yeah, I'd have to check, but I think it's 10 days since we've had her out. And it is pretty cold. You know, I know lorries are pretty tough, but I just want to give her a wee turn over to warm the engine up in the oil and get some nice fresh charge into the battery. There we go, we'll give her a wee while to warm up. Let's see now, what are we actually at? And I keep saying it's under 100,000 miles, guys. 121,000 kilometres. Don't know what that is, it must be just over or something. Yeah, so here we go, like. Hopefully you can hear me. I think it's both 24 volt and 12 volt. The starter's probably 24 volt and the alternator, I'm just wondering if the rest of it's 12 volt, but it doesn't say. It doesn't really say, it gives me the amps, but not the volts. 100 volt. Unless you're seeing something I'm not. Yeah, not bad from the inside. Again, guys, there'll be a facing on the outside, so we won't see that, but there'll be a nice air gap as well. And obviously that bit will be covered as well. Bit of ventilation at this side here, and obviously we'll have the soak away as well. I think we're putting concrete down, I'm not sure yet. There we go, out back now, guys, look. Looking good. I'm gonna have to take that one off, it's got a big cut out there, look. But you know something, the old electric cordless drill, the battery's packed up on it, so I've had to order a new one. And using just the normal drill is just, oh, it's way too heavy for that. So I'll just leave it, it just needs to be screwed together. It's nice and tight just now. And I'll tidy it all off. That's it. Now this is our fence line here, you see. So I need to take the fence to here, there's going to be a soak away in here, you see. So, we'll just see how we go. And this is what I get greeted you when I come home, look. Hello, my little pup. With my little TikTok star, you guys. My little TikTok star. Check out the boy today, guys. Look.
Okay, so we have this soldering tool, if that's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
And this is on 300 degrees Celsius. Look how fast it melts things.
Yeah, see?
Almost an instant. And I'm going to show you it on its max, which is 450. Oh, we need to wait for it to heat up.
They're wicked, aren't they? Yeah. You have to be really careful. Yeah, so just a nice low temperature for little repair jobs, but a higher temperature. Now we're going to use this to
Fix my electric scooter and do OC.
and fix the caravan as
And
well.
use our leftover wires and Jessica.
Yeah,
And Jessica's our horse lorry.
she certainly is.
Look at this little wire.
That's the bit you put metal on last time, look.
Yeah.
So what you need is to melt that onto the wire. See if you can do that. Stop.
Boom.
Right, so that's boosting it up. We're going to try a little 1 penny, look.
450 versus 1 penny. Yeah, this probably will take a while.
You could see the smoke coming off of it. I wouldn't touch the penny now. And the penny itself is really hot. That's why the tweezers for it. No problem with it.
No damage.
It's quite strange, it's copper. I thought it might go through that. It's thick copper right enough. Very thick.
Yeah, just showing the thickness.
Right side.